Okay, so the ingredients for our spicy coleslaw chicken salad is jalapeno peppers, cilantro, red pepper, yellow pepper. We're going to dice those up. Can of Mexican style corn. You can use regular corn, but I like Mexican style. You're going to get a package of classic coleslaw salad. Sometimes I also like to add a bag of diced carrots, but I didn't do it this time. When you're lazy and you're in a pinch, you get some Tyson grill ready chicken strips. Very, very convenient. And one of our most important ingredients, the rice vinegar. You can do seasoned or regular, doesn't matter which. I happen to have both, and I'm gonna probably need both. And then a little sweet and low or Splenda or whatever your sweetener of choice is to cut some of that heat from the spicy arriba peppers. Anyways, I'm coming here on my cooking show today. Now we're cooking to show you how to make coleslaw chicken salad. This is a Weight Watchers recipe, and it was shared with me by my aunt. And I just did a slight modification on it and added some protein, shortcut protein, which I'm going to go ahead and walk through now and show you how to make too. This is always a huge winner anywhere you go. The great part about it is it doesn't matter if somebody's vegan or not, because you just separate the chicken from the coleslaw salad and people add the chicken on as they want to, and they end up with a great meal regardless of whether they like protein or not. So people can choose what they want to do. So the first thing we're going to do in this recipe is get our chicken started. We're going to have that cooking while we're putting together our coleslaw salad and all those ingredients and making the flavor profile just right. We're going to turn on the stove top, and you can use olive oil, butter spray, oil, whatever you like, or olive oil spray. For this particular one, and to keep the chicken nice and moist, I'm going to use some olive oil. Generally, you don't put your olive oil in until the skillet is heated up real nice, but you can be lazy and put it in a little early. All right, so while that skillet's heating up, I'm going to go ahead with my set out and prepped ingredients here and start dicing up what I need so that I can make my coleslaw salad. I've already gone ahead and put my coleslaw bag into the bowl, and now I'm going to dice up my jalapeno peppers. I am not a professional dicer, and so I'm going to cut this 4 ways and then slice it. You want this really nice and fine because it's really the flavor of the jalapenos that you want to add, and the spiciness. You don't want to necessarily get some huge jalapeno bite in your salad. So really important to dice it up nice and tiny. And now I'm going to add this to my bowl, and make sure that you do not lose your seeds, because obviously that's where the real heat is, and you want that heat. All right, we're going to throw away as we go. Now I'm going to dice up my cilantro. So first I'm just going to roughly cut it here. Make sure that you wash your cilantro, that you rinse off all of your vegetables before you get started. Also make sure that you wash your hands really well before you start on this recipe. This is a very hands-on recipe here. So we're going to do the same thing with our cilantro that we did with our jalapenos. We're going to try and dice it up. Get that diced up kind of fine so we don't end up with clumps of cilantro. And then we're going to go ahead and add that to our bowl. Set aside this leftover. Okay, so we are ready to add our chicken to the skillet. As you can see here, the oil is moving really, really well, and that's how you want it. That's how you know you're ready to add. So, pour my chicken in there. Oh, and that's a good sound. You know you're doing it right. And you hear that. Just gonna mix it around a little, make sure I got the olive oil mixed really good. All right, so while the chicken is getting going, we are going to continue with assembling our coleslaw salad. Now I'm going to move on to the peppers. I had cut some peppers this morning for my omelet, and I'm going to add those here because I love cheating. I love cheating. Cheating is not a bad thing. It's totally okay. Like I said, I'm not Chef Combo, though I have pretended to be on many occasions while growing up. So the way I cut peppers to make sure they are diced up nicely is I cut them into strips, and then I dice those strips into smaller squares. Be careful, ensure that you don't cut your fingers off. That's right, tuck them in, tuck it in. I love the way peppers smell. I don't know what it is about peppers that I just think are so yummy, but they're so yummy. All right, I have added the yellow pepper to the bowl, and now I'm going to add a red pepper. I think I just said that wrong. I'm pretty sure I did. Anyways, I'm going to add a red pepper now. The peppers that I add are for two reasons. Number one, flavor, and number two, color. Beautiful colors. It just makes food that much more appetizing. So I like to make the food appear as appetizing as possible. I am also very sensitive to the taste of peppers, and I can taste a distinct difference between yellow versus red versus green versus orange, and I love all the different flavors. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse this out right quick. Alright, so now I'm going to do the same thing with the red pepper as the yellow. When I cook peppers, I don't worry too much about this internal white stuff, but when peppers are raw, I don't know, this inside white stuff, it's not really appetizing. Just gonna let you know. So I prefer to always take that out. I have finished dicing up my red peppers. I'm gonna add them to the bowl. Okay, look how pretty that looks. Gorgeous, huh? Strain the corn, and I'm going to add that to our bowl. We really have all of our main ingredients right here. And what we're going to do now is add our sugar, our rice vinegar, and a little salt. I only use a little bit of salt. You really don't need much. And we're going to do this all to taste. This is another reason that I said you need to make sure you wash your hands really well, because this is a very hands-on dish. It's going to require our hands, yes. So first, I'm going to go ahead and add some seasoned rice vinegar. I don't know how I accidentally bought the unseasoned, but I did, which is not the end of the world. But since I have seasoned left over, I'm going to shake some on there. And I guess I'm putting about quarter cup right now, maybe a third cup. You know, I'm a cook by feel, which I know is horrible. It's not exactly helpful in sharing a recipe, but I do have the measurements, however, which I will post, because this recipe is originally from my Aunt Sheila, who originally got it from Weight Watchers. Now, Sweet and Low is pretty strong in its sweetness, so I'm going to add 3 packets. And shake it on over there. Now I'm not going to add the whole 3. I'm going to taste it and see how it goes as I go along. Now, let's stir. I'm not really stirring, I'm folding to make sure that I get all this flavor mixed in really well. And everything gets coated properly with the vinegar and the sweetener and the salt. We can have a nice even flavor profile here. The only way to check it is to go ahead and grab some and taste it. Ooh, that's spicy. Ooh. Okay. I'm adding some more sugar. A little more sweetener in there. Ooh, hold on. Need a beverage break. Ooh. Oh, kick me in the booty. I may need more sweetener than what I had originally called for. See, this is why you do this by taste. You never know how spicy the jalapeno that you bought is going to be. Sometimes I get them and I can literally eat them like tomatoes. They have no spice whatsoever. And then other times I get one and I put like 3 little pieces into something and my mouth is on fire and 2 hours later my ass is on fire. So suffice to say, you really gotta work it as you go along. I'm also going to add some more rice vinegar. I think it is time for that. So I guess in total, I usually add about 2/3 cup of rice vinegar, starting with 1/3 and then adding another third as I move through the testing process. Rule of thumb, it's hard to unsweeten something or unsalt something, so be careful with your salt and your sweetener. Better to have less and just add some more. However, when it comes to spicy, you can always cut spice by adding some sweetener. There we go. So let's go ahead and taste this again. See how it is. You get it on your boob, just eat it off of the boob. Boobs don't care. That's perfect. Totally perfect. Got a little kick, but it got the sweet undertones. Smooths it out really nice. Okay. So here we go. Look how beautiful that is. No! You're going to want to brown your chicken up really nicely, but not overdo it necessarily. Don't let it all become like that. That was unintentional. Unintentional. While I was doing other things. All right, now, coleslaw salad is like spaghetti. You gotta let it sit to make it really good. All right? Though it's very yummy right now, nothing compared to what it will be in about 2 hours if I put it in the fridge and let it chill. No problem here, officer. All right, so I've wrapped that up nice and tight. Put it in the fridge somewhere, right there. It's really full. I'm kind of messy. All right, I'm going to clean up behind myself here right quick. We have put our coleslaw salad in the refrigerator to chill and really to get all marinated and tasty and let all those flavors mix in. And now we're going to tackle our chicken. I like to dice the chicken up really nice and fine also. I'm going to do now. And it's going to be hot. So careful. What? Oh. Don't try this at home. Always like that. Grossness. Okay. So, just a little sweaty. All good. All right, so now that I have diced my chickenette nice and fine. Ooh, chicken, you so fine. You so fine, chicken. Got that diced up nice and fine. I'm gonna rinse my hand off right quick. And we are going to add our secret ingredient, This is not gluten-free, and this is not sugar-free. Ken's Steakhouse. Ken's Steakhouse Light Asian Sesame with ginger soy. Ginger and soy. I can't read. Okay, Ken's dressing. That's what it is. It's Ken's dressing. This is my favorite dressing. Also my daughter's favorite dressing. And I'm going to use this rather liberally over my chicken here. But the amount that you end up having for each serving is probably maybe a tablespoon if you're lucky. Stir that up. Now we will just wait for the chicken to cool. Once it has cooled enough, I'll put it in the refrigerator and I'll let it chill because it really tastes so much better if the chicken is chilled with the coleslaw salad. It's pretty much a consensus in my home that the warm chicken on the cold coleslaw salad is not a winner. Not that it's bad, it just tastes much better if it's all cool. So we're going to do that now, and I'll get back to you later once everything is chilled and ready. Okay, so it has been about 2 hours, kind of, sort of, and we are ready to open up our chilled coleslaw salad. Okay, really stupid. Anyways, so it is all chilled and we are ready to go ahead and serve this. And I am really hungry, so I'm ready to serve it now. I'm gonna fold the coleslaw salad a little bit. Make sure that flavor is really in there good, mixed up good. Then I'm gonna take my scoop. Give me a nice amount there, because I love veggies. And then I'm gonna take some of my chilled chicken, and I'm gonna put some of that on top of my coleslaw because I do love chicken and I love protein. I think it's delicious and I think that's good. And there we go. Coleslaw salad, everybody. Super exciting. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Now We're Cooking with Cecilia Ling. And I really hope you enjoy the coleslaw salad. I know I will. I'm about to eat some right now. Let me taste it with you. It's so yummy. It's sweet, it's just spicy. The chicken against the cold salad, it's just delicious. I hope you like this as much as we do in the Lane household. And I'll catch you next time.